they need to, but this is just disgusting. Every single time a player thinks that they're going to be engaging in another battle, there comes that third-party opportunity from Hype and Serpent. That will be 9 eliminations, Zeke. They are shredding this, and Serpent's going to be very low on HP, and I don't know if he's going to have the time to be able to heal up here, which is the concern I'm sure that they're having, but Hype just keeps on getting more and more eliminations.
Yeah, Serpent needs to try and find at least a pick, right? That Siphon will come up clutch and get him back in the game, but he's got to play very conservative, allow Hype to kind of chip people down. I mean, with Hype, it doesn't matter. He's just eliminating them. He's just like, look, man, these are all mine. Just keep on rolling.
He's destroying everybody in the server here, Zeke. It is disgusting. And it's like, he builds and shoots, builds and shoots. He's always reading this one, and he's been doing just such a brilliant job thus far. He's been reading it like an open book. Anyone that tries to challenge him above, goodbye, and clap. Now you just got clapped. Goodbye, my friend. You got 2 ballers there. I don't even know if that's going to be a problem. Serpent, he hasn't had an opportunity to be able to heal up because Serpent hasn't gotten any eliminations. It has been all Hype all the time. He's living up to that name, Zeke. He's bringing the hype.
This is insane, dude. And we just hit top 5, so another set of placement points. These guys are poised to make and walk away with victory out. Another Elam, GB. What's happening? This is 16 between them.
And Serpent just got some heals, so nicely done there. The rocket goes down. That's going to be you mad, bro. You mad, bro's definitely going to be mad here, Zeke, because Hype and Serpent, they're surrounding them completely. This is why they're the team to look out for in this region. You mad, bro had no chance. Definitely frustrated with that one. Hype and Serpent crushed that game. 18 eliminations and the victory royale.
That was insane, man. They put on a clinic. I love their team synergy, the way they're finding these angles, and they're also splitting attention, which is really key, especially in duos, right? You don't want to be running at the guy from the same point of view. You want to make sure they have to look in different directions to try and pick you off, and they are doing it so well. And keep in mind, Serpent, we saw him. He was low that entire time. Even with that low HP, he felt so confident. And we're going to hop into this next game where Serpent's already sitting on 4 eliminations.
And once again, just a reminder for everyone, because if you're saying, well, we just saw these players, well, we're taking a look at some of the highlights from the Oceania region where Serpent and Hype came out on top. So we already know the results. We know what already transpired, but this is a time for us to get acclimated with these players, because if they keep playing like this, there is a possibility that we are going to see them at the Fortnite World Cup final in New York City. This is some premium duos play here. They're just destroying every server that they're in. It's been very impressive to watch thus far. But for now, though, we're going to highlight some more players like Chances and Poppin' Fresh, who are at 2 eliminations, and now we're at 25 players left. 15 duos remaining.
That's right. We get another set of placement points. 5 is that next threshold. Now Colt is going to find himself in a rough spot right now. He gets lasered down. They're going to try and confirm that elimination. Just apply pressure the best they can. Get a few edits here and there wherever is possible, and just keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, they're in a nice spot, just right inside of that safe zone, and they're going to own all of the territory around here, so they can quickly edit out. And then if Colta tries to get picked up here, if he goes to his teammate and says, hey, come grab me, they can punish this. They just got to hear it. They got to listen for those cues.
Man, but look at Chance. Look at the way he's moving through these builds, right? He's making sure he's got his angles covered. He doesn't want to give them an opportunity, because I promise you, good players, the moment you crack that wall, they've got a shot, but he's not giving them the opportunity. They're going to try and close him down.
Oh, that was nasty. And I was going to say, right, again, grab all of that area, right? Own all the walls, own all of the floors, because you can defend yourself. You can also get out of a rough spot if need be, and this circle now is going to be moving, thus giving them that space to kind of reset. You see Hype and Serpent there as well. Some more players, Axden, Keith, Nika. You got Dusty as well down low. So I think that Social Deviant there too. So we got Social Deviant just picking up a elimination. That will be number 1 for Social. And this is going to be 2 eliminations for him and his teammates. And I have to say, like, you know, this region has just been impressive. Like, I've enjoyed watching the Oceania region. You know, I come from, you know, a variety of games where there's some quality players in Oceania, and whenever you give them that opportunity, they'll show you why they're able to brawl with the big boys.
Yeah, man, these guys are very, very good, and they're showing us exactly why, right? Just look at the way they move as duos. Again, duos is completely different than solos. You have to rely on your teammate, and if you're caught in a situation where you're by yourself, yourself, especially, like, you don't want to put your teammate in that kind of situation, so just keep an eye on how these guys build. They catch a player off guard, shot's going to come out, and I believe that was a knock here. So Zaku, another one, 76 to that man's face. Anything else to follow up? Okay, never mind. We find another one. Zaku's he's just going. Zach's going off.
Yeah, Zach ended up just being gifted to their players, just landing right in front of him. And that's going to be another elimination from Ion Stein. And Zach with 2 elims, his teammate not going to be in this one. As far as his kit is concerned, he will have that purple compact SMG, which is good for busting through those walls and trying to push on in, but Zach is just going to get obliterated down low. That is so unfortunate. But then you have Cat taking walls, another player we saw in the top 10, and for due reason, Oren Z is going to go bye-bye in this game. That's going to be 6 eliminations total for this duo, and they have a lot. They got 2 stinks. They're going to have themselves an epic rocket launcher as well as a legendary AR and that legendary pump. This is, with the stinks, that is good to just try and like force people out, right? Great control and zoning people away from their 1x1s with the rockets. That will just destroy anyone who tries to get a little overzealous. They could punish big time.
You can even do more things with that, right? If you hang on to those key stinkers toward the end of the game, keep in mind the circle's always closing. So there's going to be a point where if you throw a stinker down, it's going to encompass the entire area of the zone. So they're just going to be taking tick damage the entire time, trying to like figure out what am I supposed to do? I need to get to safety, and the whole time those damage numbers are coming up. You know exactly how you're tracking them.
Walls,
no.
Chunked. That is going to be very painful there. 30 HP, going to get ticked away by the stinkers. And I don't know if you saw there. Gets the down onto Mao. Another one is going to pick up yet another elimination on Dusty. That's going to bring him back up to 100 HP. But in this engagement here, just scrambling about, and I don't know if you noticed, but Serpent and Hype were up above them. We just have 2 duos left, 4 players remaining, and that is going to be Hype and Serpent. Will Cat and Lapex be able to pick up the victory royale in here? As they're going to have one player that will be down. That's Serpent, but now it's going to be up to Hype. Hype's going to be in this 1v2.
He trades back.
Hype manages to take out Lapex. Now we're down to a 1v1. That player's going to be down low, and good, right? Just reset for a moment, get the shields back up. Lapex is going to be out of this one, and now Zeke, you're dealing with a 1v1.
This is so good for Hype. He's in such a commanding position, but I've talked about it. Those stinkers, look at this. He knows where this player is. He's tracking that health tick, and that's going straight to his health bar. 110 to the face, and a follow-up stink GB.
Wow.
180 to close out this game. Okay, Cat taking walls, more like Cat taking dubs up here in Fortnite right now.
You called it, Zeke. You said watch out for those stinkers. They're gonna force and consolidate a lot of that activity and force you to make some really poor movement choices. And that really was, he had the hand, and he played his cards beautifully. For now, though, we're gonna send it back into the studio with Sundown.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Zeke. It was great to get some coverage over onto the Oceania players, but the spirit of this broadcast, jumping into those late games, is making sure we get as much coverage in as many regions as possible. So we're also going to hop on in immediately to the Asia games, cover another block of those, so make sure we get some of the highlights and some of the clutch plays coming from Fats Fox and Banny. And Asia is a region in particular that I think players need to keep an eye on, because we see consistently, both between solos and duos, it's generally a top 10 and top 5 group who are able to challenge. So highly recommend checking out some of the games, and who better to walk us through it than Golden Boy and Zeke again.
You're so kind. You're too kind.
Such a nice guy, right? What a chap.
What a chap. You see the hair? You see the hair? I'm jealous. Yeah. I'll be honest.
I am too. I'll never have that, which is very, very sad. I had it like one time when I was in high school. Like it was like for a semester, and then everyone just told me to shave it off because they said I look weird. So, and then ever since then, it's just been losing little by little. So, I did it to myself, Zeke. I truly did. I'm pumped for these games for the same reason that Sundown is. Okay, Torch Aim. You definitely don't have that fire hand you thought you had. So, we're on board now with Hero and Merc Chaso, or Merc Chase. But I'm always excited to talk about Asia because in competitive gaming, right, like this region is so dominant. across a variety of titles. And I've worked what a shot there onto Fichka. And that's why you just can't sleep on this region. You simply cannot, because everyone always does that. They're like, oh, but in, they play a lot of, like the battle arena type games. They play a lot of strategy games. They don't really play like games that are like action games that require you to have aim and stuff. No, that is factually untrue. They are good at pretty much anything, and if you sleep on them, it's your own dang fault when they're stunting on you and picking up nothing but dubs. So trust, this is I'm pumped to see how these players play at the Fortnite World Cup final, because that is really going to be that test, right? That's going to really give us that indication. It's like, where is the skill level of these players when it comes down to that international competition?
And I think that's a good point, because that's probably how they're feeling too. They want to see how they square up against people across the way, right? You want to say, all right, I want to face off against someone like Vivid, we saw back in Summer Skirmish. Like, yeah, let's go toe to toe with this guy. I want to test my mettle, see what's up. And I think Cam made a fantastic point that the spirit of this broadcast is really just to highlight as many people, as many regions. Fortnite is a global game, and we want to make sure everyone has that moment where they can say, like, look, check this awesome play I did. Here it is. These guys talked about it. And okay, Hero is being the hero that we need and deserve right now. He is not missing shots. He's going to try and get Merc chase up.
Oh, and his buddy has to get in there.
It's okay. Yep. Come on, friend. Come inside.
Yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here.
He's already started the revive, so this is fine. Everything's going to be okay. And everyone's just kind of like letting this happen? What's going? Did they just forget they down to player?
Yeah, well, I believe he really I think there was just that concern about like where they needed to be at that moment, right? Some players, which I don't necessarily agree with. I mean, if you have that opportunity to like clean it up, get that siphon, pick up that HP, right? Because it is so critical in these late games. But hey, right? These things kind of happen. But now it's FaxFox and Banny, and FaxFox already going to New York City, already qualifying for the Fortnite World Cup. But this is one of the reasons why FaxFox might be one of the players that not only qualifies for solos, but also for duos. The consistency, so nasty. I can't believe you managed to live through that one. That is, the trap was down, and one would have thought that trap would have been the doom there of FaxFox, but instead FaxFox is going to keep trucking on in this game and owning the high ground. But look at all the activity down low, Zeke. Lots of players scrambling to just get more points in the placement category.
That's right, man. Don't forget, guys. In top 5, we see another set of placement points. Sasakui there going down, unfortunately. So these guys need to be careful, right? They want to get those very vital points for hitting top 5 as a duo. We see these players kind of rotating around. Another player goes down. It looks like it was Flozy's teammate, Noel.
Noel will be down. No, I don't know.
You gotta leave him. You gotta leave him. You're gonna take way too much damage. That's a tough spot to be in. Oh my God, from up top.
Jumps right into the box of Flozy, but Flozy manages to stay alive. 51 HP though. Will have 4 minis. Has to pop at least 1 or 2 of those minis before he can get back into the action. Someone's gonna grab him with the minigun. That's Abyss's bread, and he's looking to get that bread. Flozy wrecks him, destroys him, gets the HP, and then more players are gonna land right in front of him. That was gonna be Bread's teammate Pixel, who goes down. Flozy still in this one, 56 HP. Can he follow up with another one? Get up to 100 HP and then start to build up on those shields. We'll continue to have the minis, 3 minis left, and we're now down to a 1v1v1 in this duos matchup. FaxFox had that upper ground, drops down low, manages to pick up one there onto Tabata, but this is going to be a 1v1 between Flozy and FaxFox. FaxFox is going to be up above, looking to utilize that high ground to pop the mini. Same thing for Flozy. Flozy needs to pop a mini himself so he can get competitive in this fight here. Gonna have 100 HP basically between the shields and the regular green HP.
Oh, you know he was
drop down in front of him. 12 HP for Flozy, but FaxFox picks up the victory royale, and that was gonna be nasty with the blue pump to secure it. That was 13 eliminations total for the top boys.
My gosh, man. FaxFox, not only is it in his name, he's showing us why he's sitting there at the top of the leaderboard, right? Absolutely consistent player, dominating left and right. I would be surprised, just like Cam said earlier on the broadcast, if these guys, if they're not in World Cup finals, I don't know what's going on, man. These guys, keep an eye on them.
Fox is already there. He's already there.
True.
We got another top player in this one, include with 4 eliminations. That will be your current elimination leader.
And it's another top boy, by the way.
I had mentioned that. I said it was another top guy.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Maybe if you were on top of it.
Okay.
Where's Pookie? Where's Pookie when I need this? I'm telling you, man, my punt game is too good right now. I'm feeling fantastic. Going to be playing to get into Sunday's games. 1 spot in the Asia region, Oceania, Brazil, as well as NA West. 1 spot only will be available to these players here. So a lot of pressure and thousands of players looking to punch their ticket to New York City.
You know, it is going to be the gauntlet, to say in the least. You kind of talked about a 1 spot, man. So the key thing to note here is that even if you don't make it in, say, week 2, try again in week 4 with your duo, in week 6, week 8, etc. You have a lot of opportunities to come back, learn from any mistakes you may have made, just level up your game play, right? Like, just take a step back and say, what did we do wrong? What can we do better? Let's go back in and slay. Now we see here, though, about to hit top 15, another set of placement points on the table. 29 players still, though, and it's already pretty claustrophobic right now.
This is really smart, though, from May and Relight. They are taking all of the real estate down low and creating that tunnel. So when players start to move in their direction, they'll just be able to edit, peek, take a shot, go back into safety, just continuously kind of harass everyone that tries to cross around them, because they have the top, they also have all the walls, brick and metal. So decent strategy here, something you want to do. Also recycle the mats. So in this instance, just pushing out, utilizing the brick, and then going back and picking up more brick. So this way, none of the free materials that you've managed to pick up off of those eliminations, which they have 5 right now, are not going to waste and just standing there. You want to take full advantage of every single material there.
Yeah, we see a player all the way out in the storm, made a late rotation, and unfortunately, looks like SVG_T is going down back to the lobby for you, my friend. Unfortunately, May here is looking to find one, catches someone on that late rotate. This kid is very, very nice. I like this. I love the usage of the slurp there. We even have the redeploy. So he can build as high as he wants, right? May can just do whatever their heart desires. But if we see a player go up with that launch, look at these guys scramble right now, GB. They also are on that high ground tarp. There's only Gory who's down low.
Yeah, and looking for the high ground too, like who else is maintaining that position? I think it was going to be the CWZ guys, Jiro, but Jiro is out of this one. Still on board with May. And his teammate, I'm not quite sure. I think his teammate was eliminated. No, his teammate is still going to be in the action. I see it at the top right of the screen. But they're split up, which I don't feel very... I'm not that confident with that, right? I'd much rather prefer them to be next to each other. But May's going to find one in front of him. That's going to be white damage, which is an opportunity to be able to push. Goes right outside. And if he siphons, he'll just go right back to 100. But a player's going to challenge him outside. And that was Include, the elimination leader. He's got to clean up these picks here. Include's going to go down. That's going to save him for the time being. And May knew that. Instead of going in and thirsting for that elimination, just wait till the storm claims its victim. But May, unfortunately, will go down. Relight will still be alive for his team, for this duo. They have 10 eliminations. Can Relight be the savior for them to pick up this victory royale? But just as I say that, look who is up top. Fox and Banny owning the high ground with the Splodes, with all the weapons necessary. It's almost as if it's like deja vu, Zeke.
That's right, man. We're going to see these guys quite a bit here in these games, but Hyper here is trying to do everything he can to keep himself safe in the 1-by-1. Look at all the players alive. It's a 2v1. It's basically a free-for-all except one duel remaining right now, and Wolfie Hyper is super low. If he finds a nice Elam, I take it all back to Siphon. This is what you talked about earlier, GB. This is make or break, right? Picking up a Siphon is so key because it's going to give you that 50 HP. And if you're topped off at 100, it's going to convert to shield.
Has no builds to be able to get this. Can he pick up this player here? But it won't matter. Fox and Banny will take another one. And a reminder for everyone, we're looking at the games from Fox and Banny, how they got to the point where they're number 1 in the leaderboard. That's exactly how they did it. dominating performance from Fax Fox and Banny. But for now, we're going to go back to the studio with Sundown to get some updates.
Thank you so much, Zeke and Golden Boy, and just absolutely incredible coming out from Fax Fox and Banny. 8 points clear of second place. That's a ton of momentum going into tomorrow, where there's only one spot up for grabs. So Oceania, Asia, Brazil, and NA West, there's only a singular spot up for grabs. So the top duo from each one of the regions from that Sunday. Today, it's all about the top 1,500 duos trying to go through.